time for this.
ChatGPT will replace you.
The job market is dead now.
It's too hard. Don't even try.
So today you can read a lot of news that the IT market is actually dead. It's not a good idea to roll into IT industry, start your career, start your path. But I'm not agree with all this news and all these trends. To be honest, the market is not dead. It's colder than it was 2 or 3 years ago. And if you have good examples of starting career in this industry, it would not be relevant as today. Honestly, it's you have to put a bigger effort right now to start to roll into, but still you have this opportunity. And secondary, after each descent, a big leaf could appear. So it's a good chance for you to start the career and catch the real wave when the market will become. In your attempts to research, is it actually worth to roll into your developer path and do your first steps? You would find out a few regular myths about current state of the IT. And first of them would be the complexity. Every regular engineer today would say that it was much easier to create something a few years ago. But now you should learn much more just to roll into your first junior job. And I would not break because it's not the myth. And to be honest, it's really harder to start your career path. But the other side of this coin is that previously the material you could find or resources you could find, video tutorials, books, etc., were of the gross quality. Today, you could find a wide variety of different courses on the topic which you are interested. You can find a lot of video tutorials. You can find just tutorials, for example, from Apple about SwiftUI, just the basics where you can find out a lot about the new frameworks. Are also another side of this coin because they are more easily to understand, more easily to handle, and more easily to start something to do. For example, you can see this sketch. Previous sketch made you smile, but let's talk about something serious, the AI. The trending news today is that AI would replace everybody, engineers, designers, etc. But the truth is that it's on the early stage and it's not a super artificial intelligence. It can make some work for you, but it's not about replacing the engineers. It's all about the replacing or not replacing actually, but to make new job titles like prompt masters or something like this. We can discuss it more deeply if you are interested in this topic. Please just share your interesting comments. But let's we are out of time. Let's go back. So you also could heard news that a few startups somewhere in California, I don't know, replaced a few developers with the chat GPT. But also you could miss other news that a few companies or a lot of companies make a lot of restrictions about using such tools on their work. For example, Apple actually denied such technology and told that no one should use them, no ChatGPT, no Copilot, and that's all about the privacy. As I told, we can talk about this even more deeply if you want. So it's not a story about replacing, it's a story about creating new job opportunities, new titles, etc. And the AI actually could be a friend for you on the early stage. It can teach you, it can help you, it can help you even on the beginning of your few topics which could scare you at the start of your finding of your research and of your beginning. But for me, the only things you should think about is only your skills, passions, and ability to grow and learn continuously. Because this process is endless, and if you stay with your thoughts with your learning path at some point, if you stop, you would not be a demanded engineer, and you would be out of this market in few years because it's always developing. As I mentioned before, frameworks are changed, languages are changed every time something new showed up. So and besides, you don't need to think that it's a dream job. Definitely, it's not true. Your work could be bored. You could have a lot of bored tasks, and you would not want to deal with them. Also, plans could change every time. And for example, the project you worked on for a year or even two could be easily thrown to the bin and be forgotten somewhere in the company archives. Besides, as everywhere, you can find bosses which behaves bad. You could find some tough situations between your colleagues. So that's also could happen for you. Even if you are an engineer in farm or I don't know manga maybe because Facebook became Meta, uh, you could struggle with problems you didn't even know that they uh, exist in this world. Maybe till today you heard nothing about the burnout. So it's not easy in every domain to find your dream job. But for me, as I think in this domain, in the IT, as a developer, as an engineer, it's easier, as I see. And you need only to believe in yourself, to seek, to compare, and to keep the your finger on the pulse, and yeah, everything good. So thank you for watching. I will be appreciated for any comments, ideas, or even critics below this video. I'm Lex Engineer. See you in next videos.